Hey, what's up, fam? Another anime comes out that isn't about high school girls doing cute things. Another drama-sized, not as big as it was with Goblin Slayer, but definitely a drama-sized explosion given out for Rising of the Shield Hero, an anime that I've been looking forward to for a few years now. I think I found this back in it was either late 2015, early 2016, I believe. I'd have to double check on the exact date, but somewhere around that area. And I heard that it was getting an anime. I think sometime within a little bit before the summer of 2018. So I was really excited about that. Seeing that it finally got an anime, and it was probably around the time I forgot about it. So to get that reminder, and not only the reminder that existed, but that it was getting an anime. Pretty happy to see it. But I knew after the controversy that came out with Goblin Slayer of somehow people being super triggered over an anime, even though so much, there's so many series out there that have worse stuff, and it's not even a big deal since you don't have to watch it. It's not a big deal since with anime, it's not like a lot of anime outside of Japan you have to go to websites specifically to find it. It's not like it's just on TV. You can, just not click on the videos. It's super easy. So I don't know what the problem is. So I'll go into a little bit of the controversy before it happens, or before you probably see it. Really is what I'm trying to say. Before I fumbled over my words, but the basic idea of what happens in the story that triggers so many people, all these thin-skinned snowflakes, which doesn't make sense even if their point was true, but well, we'll get towards this. Is that in the story? It starts out as a pretty standard isekai. These four people get transported to another world. The main character has the kind of short end of the stick with all these characters each having a special weapon. You had the sword hero, the spear hero, the bow hero, and the main character being the shield hero. And it seemed kind of bad for him. He had a shield power. He doesn't really have much for attacking on his own. When they kind of got parties, nobody really went for his team. But as main character privilege would seem, and Isekai standard, he gets the hot chick that stands out amongst all the other girls to be on his team. Things are going pretty well for him. But the next day, he wakes up, all his stuff has been stolen, and he gets arrested and put in front of the king of their country at the claim that he tried to rape the girl that was partied with him. Now, the whole complaint with people isn't, man, this is a pretty dark story starter that came out of nowhere. I wish that I knew something like that was coming. Maybe some people don't like it. They thought it was going to be a pretty fun, just like a happy-go-lucky isekai, and it turned really dark really fast. That'd be understandable if you're just like, oh, I don't like dark stuff like this. I don't want to watch it. But people got salty that the thing that kind of really sparked up the story is obviously not that the isekai part. These guys pretty plain. The thing that kind of gets a lot of the story for the main character and what you'll see along the way, because I've read the manga. I haven't read the novel, but I read the manga. Is this, this event where he gets this fake crime attached to his name, and it follows him around, and people don't want to be around him, and he kind of sinks deeper into depravity and just like this more anti-hero position. And then after that, he ends up buying a slave. Says no one wants to be on his team. Everyone treats him like shit, and just that double carryover of one, the rape accusation, the other is buying a slave. Now, the slavery thing, it's a medieval times with an animal person in a fictional story. I don't know how many fictional series there are where animal folk of some kind are not treated the same as people. I mean, that's not a big of a deal, especially for those who have read the manga and I assume the novel as well, and know that it's not where you think it's going to go in terms of him owning a slave. But on the claim of, well, a false rape oh my god, I'm stuttering. False rape accusation. Notice how I almost stutter there again really bad. That apparently it never happens, or it rarely never happens. So it shouldn't be part of the story. It's offensive. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. And from both the standpoint of, I don't, I don't agree with that at all. You know, there's false rape accusations going on all the time. Does rape happen? Yeah, but so does a false accusation. It's goofy to act like there's not. But even if the people complaining about it were correct, you know, in the light that they are correct, and it's a rare thing that it's actually false when someone accuses them of rape, why can't that be part of the story? You know, this is a fictional story where they get transported to a medieval world where they have experience points and status screens. Like it's not supposed to be realistic. So even from their standpoint of, well, that never happens, then I don't see why it's a problem. I mean, especially when this is, like I said, not real, a fantasy, and on top of that, they're factually false. It's all very goofy. You can look at some of the stuff here. I'll include the links in the description if you want to read this article or this Twitter post thread. If you want to see this is pretty funny. This guy who posts this Zach or whatever his last name is actually got roasted by a lot of people in his comments, and the person writing the article where it says that the contents are discussion like misogyny, incel culture, sexual assault accusations, and slavery. It's all pretty goofy. You can tell that these people are super thin-skinned. Their anime knowledge and partakes are probably all like as slice of life. People go to school and get in a love triangle, and then 10 episodes later, it's all resolved, and that's it. That's probably what they're going for. So I just think it's all pretty goofy because even on the standpoint they're coming from, it's fantasy. You could take a story where a kid's parents are, you know, killed in a an avalanche of a vegetable truck, like falling off a cliff, and they're all crushed under produce. You could start a story like that. Do you want to do statistics of whether or not people are killed in avalanches of vegetables versus people who false claim rape? It's very silly. I mean, how many of these stories, and even the not even looking into like obscure series, like how many really big popular series can you look at, and the whole kind of snowball of how their story picks up and how the main character begins, you know, their story in their beginning. I don't know why I said the beginning of their story. I mean, that was stupid of me. You know, the kickoff of their whole adventure is completely fictional and only believable because it's a fictional story and you're seeing it from the perspective. So it's all silly. I mean, I can guarantee the people who were, you know, watch the Pokemon in the very first episode were like, this is inaccurate. Ash should be dead. He got electrocuted by a mouse that shoots lightning bolts. This is dumb. I mean, how many people live from lightning bolts in real life? Come on, let's run numbers here. It's crazy. So, like I said, it's all goofy. I mean, it's just gonna end up like Goblin Slayer. These people are stupid. They don't understand when you complain about this drama and the thing that riles people up. They're gonna want to check it out, and then they're gonna see that this is a very fun series. It's a pretty interesting take on an isekai, and it's very enjoyable. I'm not caught up. I haven't been able to read it in a while because I keep forgetting. But from where I got up, like the main character is pretty cool. Even though he, you know, like I said, he gets kind of darker and gets to the anti-hero area. He's still a pretty good guy, and you'll see what I mean whether or not you decide to read the manga, if you've read the manga, or you stick with the anime. It's all just a big bundle of people, I think, wanting to complain about something that they don't need to complain about. I mean, when you look at something like this guy's talking about High Guardian Spice, and like it was a good thing, like people didn't widely hate it. If High Guardian Spice was just a thing, there was none of the controversies, you know, linked to it. It was just a show. I'm not gonna be like this. I can't believe this exists. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. If it wasn't for all the stuff tied to it that made it something worth talking about, I was like, oh, I'm not watching that. It's dumb. It's really goofy. There's nothing in it to really rile up people as much as it's already going. I don't think it'll be as bad as Goblin Slayer, but it's goofy nonetheless. So drop a comment in the comment section below what you think about all this, you know, your take on this. If you like this kind of content, I ask that you subscribe, give a thumbs up, and check out my other videos. I try and do like more discussionary commentary type stuff, news when I can, but usually it's reviews and stuff of manga. So, if you see that I review manga normally that you like on my channel, I hope that you check it out. And if you like it, you'd subscribe and like the video. Maybe drop me a comment on what you think of whatever manga that is. And yeah, but otherwise, I appreciate everyone that's already subscribed and anyone who does subscribe following this. And thank you very much for listening.